glory today that the sisters have joined together in accomplishing our mission and resurrecting our queens. Resurrecting Queens, DMV 2015. Here we go, here we go. Hey, self-destruction. DJ Mel, hey, self-destruction. Let's get it, Mana.
Music international, so Mana here to spit it. Been a while since unity. We here to mend it, here to bend it any way that we want. Hold the power, best initial meeting, but I'm out. The time is ours.
They got a problem with you, they got a problem with me. They say that Black Lives Matter, well I just don't see. Black boys laying dead in the middle of the street. How long will it be before I rest in peace?
Now what a time now we living in. Your biggest sin being all about the vision. The plot to piss in, but focused on the mission. It's self-respect diminish if you had it to begin with.
Jiggity, check yourself before you wreck yourself. No sleepy, go teach them a lesson, don't self-destruct. I'm back to the police, yeah, they gon' beat me, mistreat me. Even me leaking in DC, man, I hope I don't get like the TV. Hey,
people, I love you, but we are headed for self-destruction. It's time for us to come together or face repercussions. Cause if we fighting each other, how can we fight injustice? I don't think they listening to me. Katrina, tell them something.
Another brother done got killed for his shoes. That's what these youngers ain't got nothing to lose. That's what they want you to do when that's
Self-destruction. Hey, DJ Mel on this track. Got my ladies, I got my ladies. Who run the world? Girls, girls, girls. DMV ladies, let's go. Girls, girls. Slim and Judah, let's go.
Seem like every situation is a situation.
Instead of turning up, we need to turn up on some innovation.
And man, we need less hate and more unity, more leaders.
Less dope boys and trap queens and more teachers.
Steady worrying about the flick of the wrist.
Flipping and flipping them bricks.
Ripping and running, hitting the street with the clip.
Hitting the prettiest chicks.
Wake up, pay attention, we slaves to our society.
Prison system using our black men is a commodity.
84 black baby, crack era was crazy. Told us we was free, but it's modern day slavery. Broken generations, killing black kids, and you calling us racist?
What they saying, what they saying. 11-11, they saying they woke, but they playing Lord, Lord, Lord. Fire loudness and silence. Fire light behind your eyelids. Fly wherever you need pilot.
Police done did it again. Strip a queen all the way down, send me back to the pen. Guarantee me and my queens, yeah, we gon' win. The only way we getting out, straight through this pen.
Pop, 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 another one shot by the cops. Death toll off the wicked and the rich will make a profit. Black people, we can stop it. We can million man marching your styles. Tell them how to flip this poverty to profit.
Annihilation, most are facing without a proper cause. Trying to fix population growth in the world that's all. Scars are deep within the police in these streets. We out here killing one another like we behind white sheets.
But you don't see me, you hitting on me, beating on me. But you ain't ready for what's going on in these real streets. I wear all this Maybelline trying to cover this up. But I really wanna know why we bout to self-destruct.
Hey, self-destruction. That's right, we blowing it up. For the ladies when they stand up. Hit together. Down like this. Hey, it's all about unity. DMV and everywhere. 2015, DJ Mel, next up, let's get it started.
Hands up, we telling them don't shoot. Old Queen straight work, we killing them in the booth. It's like UNITY. Unity, spitting notice and the truth. Murder
Can't change the world until you change yourself. Got the government telling lies while distorting our health. Here's the wealth, we got the power all in ourselves. And we just get up off the gram and read a book off the shelf.
Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah. The Mafia twin. We got a message for y'all. We probably going to Janazah. Somebody get popped. We need all this mass in the world to stop. Hey.
Black powers run promoting every hour. Filtration and position and the best is born cowards. Retaliation cause I'm black and I'm proud. And every time we make a move we got them jacking up style. But they hate us and our intelligent minds. They couldn't take it even if we shared the same demise. A wicked game played on colors, that's the story of life. We the majority, I'll be damned if I do slavery twice.
Hey.
We the majority, I'll be damned if I do slavery twice.
Self-destruction. DMV ladies. Jump up.
UNITY is what the queen taught. But we killing ourselves and we killing our kids. We living life through the glory of a piece of steel. We ain't gonna realize that Black Lives Matter. And not only when a white man pull the trigger. United we stand, divided we fall. And if we all stand together, they ain't taking us all. Man, they ain't taking us all.
Everybody quick to scream Black Lives Matter, but you kill another brother just to make your pockets fatter. You're going back to prison, they're claiming that they're missing, but just another brother falling victim to the system. Just another slave through mass incarceration. Now you're adding to the cash of a massive corporation. Ain't no family structure, now call that self-destruction. Just another slave through mass incarceration. Now you're adding to the cash of a massive corporation. Ain't no family structure, now call that self-destruction.
Yo, DJ Mel. We resurrecting Queens, y'all. All my DMV ladies around the world. Shout out all my girls on the track. MC Fran, Mana, Duchess,
Thank you so much. Had a round of applause. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Frantastic Live Show featuring Queen.
Hey.
We are in the house on RIP Radio. I want to say shout out to everybody that's a part of this movement. The Resurrecting Queens movement, which we started over a year ago, which our anniversary is today. So we want to say, how crazy is that? You know, everything comes in full circle. The universe works in the way that it does. And we were nominated this year, which none of us saw coming, for 2 Titan Awards. And the Titan Awards were on Sunday, and they were actually pretty amazing. I mean, to see the DMV come out for something other than, well, it was about everybody and themselves, but I mean, Mo won the Philanthropist of the Year, there were humanitarian awards and things like that. You know, RIP Radio got, we don't want to go there, but you know what? We don't want to talk about fixing and things like that. But what we will talk about is how we won for Best Video of the Year and Female Group of the Year. So I just want to say, you know, everybody that had, you know, votes in it, Layla Capri and Rob Regal and all these different people, and like we humbly accept these awards and nominations, and we just appreciate everybody coming together. Just like I was telling people, though, this means we got to work together some more, women, which is obviously a feat within itself. But I just want to say this year we have grown so much, and you know, it's a lot of power alpha women, and what we have done is come out and, you know, we all discovered our own self-destructive sides over the course of a year and had to kind of look inward and look outward and just become like-minded, supportive women. So now we all are just, you know, very much on a natural, amazing high. And be sure to join us with Easy Street on Friday at Stonefish Lounge, which will be doing a meet and greet. So come in and meet your favorite queen or your least favorite queen and just say something positive and motivational anyway. But, you know, come and get your pictures taken. It's free food, but we have $5 drinks. It's going to be an amazing time. So once again, meet us with Easy Street of WKYS on Friday at Stonefish Lounge, which every weekend he does his own thing, DJing and everything. Thank you, Easy Street, and congratulations to you for winning also. So, Queen, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Haven't seen you in a little bit. She got the dreads back. So, you know, Sassy Queen is in the house.
Yeah, I took my weave out.
But the purple hair was working for me. Purple and pink.
I really like that pink hair.
I love it. Really like See, people know that I don't have the guts to do it, so I just like live through all of you.
I just be fearless. I don't care.
I want
don't
that.
Discriminate.
I love that about you. Your fearlessness is great, and we just appreciate you being such an integral part of this team. So thankful and grateful. I just want to send a quick shout out to the 2 people who actually made a lot of these things happen. Dolores McDaniels, I know you're listening, and Solo the Boss, who actually made sure that me and this queen became forever attached.
That's my sister.
She's an amazing person. I love her both very much. And
I love you.
Speaking of Dolores, she got our very first motivational speaker, pastor, just amazing life. She just gives me life with the moment she walked in here. She's an author of many books, but I would say
Lord knows we need it.
Lord knows we need the power of motivation and prayer.
Of the week we've had.
We've had a rough, tough year, a rough, tough week and past month, but raising the standard in your walk with God and, you know, seeking God's wisdom and spiritual guidance. We have Margaret P. being with us today.
Oh, thank you, ladies, for having me. I'm excited to be here. Yes, shout out to Dolores McDaniels for allowing me the opportunity to be your guest today. And I'm so excited to be here. You all are amazing. The atmosphere is awesome in here. Thank you. Shout out to all my family and friends. I know you're listening.
Hi.
My work folks, UMD, University of Maryland. People are listening. Yay.
You know what's funny is a queen of ours. Sorry, I'm going to go to you. 1 second, Queen. Sorry, I'm going to cut you off. But one queen that's a part of us, her name is Mana, and she has done a radio show at UMD for so many years. So I came in and did a radio show there a couple of months ago or whatever, and every time I go on UMD campus, like all of the boys ask me what class I'm in and if they can help me get there quicker, and I'm like, I'm probably like 14 years older than you or something, but okay, I'm taking this over here. Okay. So I love that they think that I go there. But it always gives me a good, nice feeling whenever I go on there and they think that I'm in college. But with that said, stay in school. Don't be like me. Don't get lucky. You do what you need to do. But first, before we go to the amazing Mrs. Bean, we're going to talk all about her because this show is about her today and highlighting her amazing experiences in the timeline of her life. We're going to talk about HIV. We're going to talk about our strange connection that people wouldn't realize. But first, we're going to go to Queen, talk about what she needs to talk about really quickly, and then we'll go into all things Margaret B.
Yes, and I actually don't have a lot of stuff today. I have one very important announcement.
Yes.
It's at 8 p.m. tonight. I am dropping Higher on Spin Radio.
Hey!
All right. So hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen.
Our own own resident music maker.
Yes.
You didn't shoot any videos yet because I'm gonna be really upset.
No, I didn't, and then you didn't even miss the photo shoot because I
Thank
definitely
you.
scheduled it.
Thank
because
you.
everything was so hectic.
It's been crazy.
So nobody missed anything. Everything is okay. Don't shoot me.
I'm trying to wear like a cat suit and be like, close your ears, Margaret,
Yeah.
and be like, I'm trying to be in the video. You're talking about close your ears, girl. I want to be in the video. So you're gonna have.
Yes, and my
we need
sister,
some Jesus on the set.
my older sister, actually, I do have something to say. Oh shoot! Shout out to my older sister, Khaleesi Dash, is HOD.
Hi, Khaleesi.
Yes,
haven't seen her talk to her in a few years.
She actually gave me some pieces, so she's like working with me
she's
on
a stylist, isn't she?
Exactly.
That's right.
So she styled me. She gave me some stuff last night.
Suck
So
it.
shout out to her.
I want to be
You know what I'm
styled.
saying, for styling her little
And
sister
congratulations, Khaleesi. I never got a chance to say her congratulations on her engagement
Yes,
to Mouse,
my
yeah?
brother, Mouse.
Yes.
King Chef.
Oh,
Don't
Lord.
ever
Whipping it.
Slide down to the Mile High Club and get you a meal. He just whips that thing.
Hey,
Yes.
it's all love, and the community is all. It's so crazy that Khaleesi and I would work together with philanthropy and Will Rap for Food for so many years, and then come around full
Yes.
circle, and here you
And
are.
she definitely says to say hi.
Yay! Hi, Khaleesi Dash.
I'm going to see her later.
Oh shoot, I love that.
And let's see what else.
I'm going.
Shout out to Boo.
Shout out to Boo.
I always got shout out Boo.
She's got to shout out her
Gotta
power
shout out my
couple, who
boo.
shower the other half of her power couple, who shower
my
made
power
nameless.
couple.
That at the very last show we do,
No.
I'm gonna expose him.
I know.
But
No, we probably exposed him before then. Things were going really good.
They're going good?
We had a breakthrough this week, you know.
Did you?
Or whatever. So things are going really
See,
good.
we're about to get a deep
You
one
know.
these days. We're going
I
to talk
know,
about
one of these days we're gonna
relationships.
talk about
and
it, but not
mine
yet.
only lasts a couple of months, so I need to look towards what you guys are doing right and
I
what
don't
I'm
know,
doing wrong.
because look, okay, so I'm kind of low key insecure, right? So
What?
I almost messed it up today.
You're
You know
amazing.
what I'm saying? So I had to apologize to him. But things
Ew,
were
we
really
hate doing
good.
that, but you gotta
I
do that
know, but
sometimes.
I had to bite the bullet and swallow my pride.
For
because
sure.
He apologizes to me, and I know that's hard because I'm an a-hole.
Well, thank you. Number one, thank you for muting your language. We're
Yes.
doing that, even
That's
though
it.
Margaret's
we
like, you
trying
know
to
what?
Be better people.
We are. We're trying to mature in radio, as I always
Yes,
say. We can
because
always.
want to, be able to be flexible and receive all from all people. And
Right.
like, baby got into my head.
And how I be Oprah and like Fabulous Wendy. Well,
Yeah.
Oprah,
yeah.
and then not like say,
Or-
really.
or like you have to be like talk show Wendy and then like
exactly.
Vegas night show Wendy.
Exactly.
Okay,
so we're
so-
trying to do a little bit of both, change it
But, like,
up.
blur the line a little bit, like just a little bit. You know, how you smudge it on the
Just a
chalkboard
little
with your finger?
smudge.
Just
a little smudge.
bit.
Did you get a new phone? Because I know you broke your phone.
Yes, y'all got a new phone. Look what
She took
Jesus did.
all kinds of selfies, and the camera was like over it.
So, like, first of all, this was it. Like, it was like you couldn't touch
So
it.
the eyes. You could see her eyes.
That's it. I sent Fran a picture. It looked like I was playing peekaboo.
I was like, this is cute, but you cracked your
She
phone.
said, "Oh my god."
Been there. Mine always drops in the toilet, so at least you
But
didn't
thank
have that.
the Lord for the iPad because text free is a heck of an app.
Yeah, there's an app for that.
Yes, there's an app for that.
I where have I been?
I had a fake phone number. It wasn't really working if I had no Wi-Fi, but if
What?
I had some Wi-Fi, then
So
it
that's
was
how
good.
people put fake text messages and stuff
Yes,
about people.
girl.
Ooh, for people that are listening, sometimes those things
Uh-huh.
are fake.
And that situation, I had to.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Shout out to you, my haters.
That's shout out to the haters
Shout out
as
to my
usual.
haters.
But 8:00
Mwah.
tonight.
Put some ice on that.
Oh Lord, 8:00 tonight.
8:00 tonight. We are dropping higher on Spin Relay, and it's about to get real on the show.
Well, we're excited about that. Make sure you get that to Trump so that way we can
Yes.
play the heck out of that. Make sure you
we
get
already
your.
sent it to your email because we're going to sneak it. I'm going to let y'all sneak it on the show.
Yes, and
you
don't
can't
be-
get it.
You can't
but you
get
can
it.
listen to it here.
You can listen to it. If you also, she gets first precedence over everybody else. But if
Sorry,
you want
guys.
your music played on here, promo package, link up with me or Trump or
ASAP.
Queen. ASAP. But here, Queen War at yahoo.com.
Yep.
Trump,
I'm getting ready to make a new email.
are you at
y'all,
Yahoo
so
or you at
Reverb
Gmail?
Radio or something.
Gmail.
Yeah.
Gmail Trump or me at Frantastic Brand Media, gmail.com, and we can get your promo package sold to you and then get your
you up
music
and
played.
ready.
Get you going because it'll be heard all the way across the country, not just in the DC, not just in Maryland, not Virginia, everywhere across the country. Shout out to everybody in California that are listening right now.
Amen.
And then Margaret, quickly, do you have any shout outs real quick, Margaret?
Oh, Lightning Fast Book Publishing. They published my book within 3 weeks.
Oh, my goodness.
And
Congratulations.
I'm excited about that. I
Yes.
did 2 books within 74 days,
Lord.
which is phenomenal. So
That's
you
too
have
much.
both of them in your hands.
Speaking of
And
which.
I want to shout out to my wonderful daughters, Takesha, Maisha, Darrell, and Danielle. I know they're listening somewhere, and I have fabulous grandchildren. And if I forget somebody, please count it to my head. I have 1,000 cousins. I have a few friends, Deb Price,
I know,
Karen,
right?
Sessman, Jerry White, my few friends that I have. And and Dolores McDaniels, once again,
Thank you,
I
Dolores.
cannot say how much I appreciate all that she's done to make this happen. And
Absolutely.
so I'm ever grateful for her. She has been very instrumental in my books coming to pass. She is a networker. She is a mover. She is a shaker.
Yes.
And she took me to a retreat, and I met this young lady named April Oliver,
I heard about
who is
that.
a writer. And there, April inspired me because these books were sitting on the shelf. I had this book, Seeking God's Wisdom. It came out 2004. I wrote Raising the Standard, and I wrote Turning Points, but they were sitting on a shelf collecting dust.
Really?
And so that introduction caused me to go and make these books happen. April introduced me to her publisher, but something went wrong. It didn't work out right. So my girlfriend, Kim Harden, she's a published author as well. She introduced me to Matthew Horn of Light and Fast Book Publishing, and he said, I can give you your book in 3 weeks.
Oh,
and
my.
He did it. He made
Lightning
it happen.
fast.
Lightning fast. I had a speaking engagement October the 3rd. I got my books October the 2nd, 3 weeks after I signed my contract. And then my second book, Madison St. Clair, I had a book signing in New York.
Yes.
And I needed to be there December the 17th. My books came December the 16th at 7 p.m. At 7 p.m.
Jeez.
But we thank God
Right
for
on
Matthew
time.
Horn who
Absolutely.
made it happen. All
Yes.
right, I'm
Man.
excited.
I'm excited
so
for you. That's an
excited.
amazing amazing
Yes.
story. And number one, nobody ever brings me anything. So I just want to say thank you so much. And I'm going to make sure I pass this along to
Yes.
Queen
Yes, please.
after, or we'll each, switch
Well,
around.
I'll give her her own
But-
copies. I don't
or
have to
that.
share because
Yes.
you might want to write some
'Cause
stuff
I
in
love
it. So
to
I have them in the
read,
car. So come
Yes.
downstairs and I'll give you a copy.
Which
Yeah,
I
I'm
so
a reader
appreciate.
fool.
Oh,
We
okay,
need this, and
great.
we're
Yeah, I'm a
definitely.
bookworm. I'm a little
Are you a
like this.
bookworm? I need
am.
to
I
get
love
back.
read.
Okay, well I'll give you your copy.
I'll be at
Thank
the
you so
library. I'm a
much.
square. I still have a library card.
Well, that's why you get along, because we're just such nerds. People don't really know. And after the situation happened to me, I went to the doctor's specialist today, and they told me I need to, number one, quit driving and moving around so much and performing on stage for a minute and the music. But I also need to sit back and just read. I can't really do a lot the next coming weeks and everything like that. So this is what I will be doing. I need to motivate myself because it's definitely been a very traumatic time.
Yes.
So I'm trying to get over the trauma of that. So thank you so much for these books. And then this here, clearly, I need to be writing in this, which says something. The only other person to buy me something like
calendar.
this was Solo, because I never write anything down. So the
Yes,
mind of a mad
calendar.
woman is always going. Trump can tell you I'm always just like, brrr. So I'm trying
That's
to
what she
slow
said to me
down.
when we first met. She said, "Look, you don't have to help me because I don't write anything down."
Write it
Yes,
down.
I said,
So
well,
you
that's
know where
perfect
you're
because I
supposed
write
to be.
everything down. That's
Yes.
perfect.
So we work amazing and fabulously together. So thank you so much
Yes.
for that. And then in my glam bag.
Yes, your glam bag. Merry Christmas, boo.
Oh my God!
Yes,
Nobody
glam
bag.
bag.
So girly. Trump,
It's
you can't
so
have any of this. Thank you so much. I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate that. I don't think I'll be
And
able
the
to.
subliminal message there is, it says that
Oh, it's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day.
It
So
really is.
surround yourself with that every morning. That it's a beautiful
You're
day.
gonna make me cry like a little
That's beautiful.
beep, which
It's
I
like
so
mantra.
appreciate.
It's
It
like a
really
mantra
is,
for
which
you.
I need. You know what I'm saying? And I thank you so much. I might not be able to spend Christmas with my family this year, so it's gonna be hard being up here while they're way down there towards Richmond. But the fact that I have so much love up here and surrounding me, as I did with Thanksgiving, Dolores actually invited me
Happy
over for her
holidays.
Thanksgiving. So with her, if she is still listening, or is listening, which I'm sure she is because she's in town because she was at the Titan Awards. We love you, and I love you so much. And I didn't get to really speak to her very much because my vision is going in and out and stuff like that. So I didn't get to see her until towards the end of the awards show. But everything is getting so much better, and it starts today. I've never been more empowered after these specialists telling me, "Hey, listen, you're the boss of yourself and your life, and these attorneys and everything else." And I'm like, actually, in my other life, I'm the boss. So why am I not being the boss in my personal life? So Solo might be the boss, but Fran is the boss, for this year. But with that said, thank you so much, Dolores, for you to go out of your way to do what you've done for me and to open your home to me in North Carolina and take me in and just treat me like a daughter. I really appreciate that so much. And linking me up with such amazing people that are just changing the course of this radio show, of my career. This is my 6th show now.
Okay,
so
great.
it's this one I always say is for everybody else. This is to highlight everybody, get Queen her, what she needs, and Trump and everybody at Rip Radio where they should go. And I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Also, what people don't know is that I'm Wu-Tang affiliated.
Yes.
If you read and kind of look at the pictures and things like that, I definitely have been friends and getting along with people like Inspector Deck for a long time. Shout out to Inspector Deck. But also the resident DJ, not DJ Yellow, who I've worked with, who has also worked with him, but DJ Mathematics.
Yes, that's my brother-in-law.
Hey!
Yes,
So everything
yes.
works, and the universe brings people and in and out, and and messengers, and I'm just so grateful because Mathematics and I are friends on Facebook, and we've been friends for quite a minute, but never like really met in person. So it's just so crazy that you would be here and sit down and tell him I said that he's dope, and I appreciate him being nice to me years ago. And I was like, "Hi, look at me! I want to be in the Wu-Tang clan." So I'm thankful for that. So he is your brother-in-law.
Yes, my sister-in-law Keisha just sent me a text and said that he is out of the country, but she did send him the link. And so he knows that I'm here and that we giving them a shout out.
That's awesome.
I've known him since he was probably like 13 or 14 years
old.
Oh,
geez, that's a long time.
Yes, it's a long time.
Where are you from originally, Miss Margaret?
I am a native New Yorker from Hempstead, Long Island. Let me give a shout out to the Hempstead Tigers for life. Those are my people. Woo, 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 you know. And so I met Mr. Bean. They lived in Queens. My sister introduced me to him.
Really?
We were married for a long time. We got divorced in 2012.
Things
but
happen.
Matt is still my brother, and Keisha and Mashika and Angela and all of them are still my sisters. I love them dearly. I have nieces for them, so we're ever connected. And I kept my name, Bean.
And you did keep Bean, which I love and think it's so cute. And shout out to Method for being so nice to me along the way too. My favorite picture of all time is me like, "Hi, Method Man."
And thanks, so when we, man, for being the best brother ever and being so nice to Miss Fran. You never knew how paths were going to cross along the line.
I know, how crazy is that? It really gives me like these like chills. The fact that I would go on to finally work with some of the people that I grew up listening to for 20 years. You know what I mean? I'm a lot older than I put on, but at the same time, as with women do, so for me to again be a part of a lot of things that they're doing, and hopefully next year I got a lot coming to you with a Wu-Tang affiliation to it, which I can't really talk about on the air.
That's fine.
But with that said, thank you so much for coming. So what we want to do now is I guess we'll probably take a quick break. How about that? We'll take a quick commercial break and then come back with everything, all things Margaret Bean. We're going to do some prayers. We're going to do some uplifting, some motivational stuff, and talk about some real serious issues that are going on in our community that have affected you personally, affected my life personally as far as HIV goes. Not me personally, but somebody in my life. And I want to talk to you about that because it kind of like, I had a certain ignorance before. And then kind of maybe this year, in the past year, I have changed that ignorance. And it comes from education and being put down from family member to family member. Sometimes people say things when you're growing up and say things about certain people and illnesses and whatever, and you attach that certain stigma to people who don't deserve it. And this year I kind of like woke up and did my research and realized that number one, it's not a death sentence, it's not a stigma. These are people, real people from all walks of life, not certain communities of people and things like that. So I'll share that with you, and I want you to talk about everything, your whole plight, your steps of getting to here, and I want to end this with a really good prayer. Okay? So we're gonna amazing. So we're gonna go to commercial really quickly. Be back with a fantastic live show featuring Forever Queen on RippedRadioNetwork.com. Ooh.
I got caught in the daggone sidewalk and it messed up my heel. Then the pastor called me, told me to teach on repaired heel. And I messed up my heel. And these my Paris Hilton red bottoms now. Y'all know.
I know. Paris Hilton. About a couple of G's. She's got a couple of G's.
Wow, I guess I got to take these to the shop and get them fixed. Good Lord, my cute shoes and the heel all broke up. Not on one, but both of them like that. Man, oh man. What am I going to do? I guess I'll put on my other shoe. Maybe I should put on some flat. Good Lord, just resolve all of that problem. Put on some flat real fast. Got 25 minutes, we got to make this thing work. Because if y'all didn't notice, my workshop is already started, and I need 2 people real fast. Just 2 people. 2 people. 1, 2. Hurry up. Just 2 people. God bless you. When God calls us to do things, it's at the most inopportune time, and we think we're going one way, and we get directions from somebody, and they give us wrong directions, and on our journey, we're walking and we're striding and we're doing stuff and we're trying to go forward or whatever. We're trying to go forward or whatever, and our heels all broke up, our hearts are broken up, our minds all messed up. Go ahead, fix some. Okay.
Thank you very much. That's it. That's all I needed you to do was get up. God calls you. He wants you to be obedient. Yeah. They jumped up. They came up. And God rewards us for our obedience. Amen. He rewards us for our obedience. And so I have been asked to teach a workshop. And I am a teacher, preacher, and I can hoop and holler and all of that. But I want you to leave here with something tangible to say that you were in the workshop that you can have for references later on. Me hooping and hollering in a workshop where you
Alrighty, and we're back. Congratulations, Margaret. This is the Frantastic Live Show featuring Queen, and we have an amazing, author, pastor, just everything, motivational speaker. If you've ever heard of Raising the Standard in Your Walk with the Lord and Turning Points, be sure to download these books and make sure you purchase these books because there's a message in here for everybody, but especially for each and every one of us women who find ourselves in maybe an insecure place and things like that. So today we have our very first of all those titles. We have Margaret P. Bean in the house. Everybody, clap it up. And if you, thank you so much for coming. If you are a part of Margaret's family and you want to call in, make sure that you call us at 301-288-3100 because I know you're lighting up the soundboards and lighting up her phone and everything like that. So get through. If you have any questions for us, for me, for Queen, for Margaret, and even Trump over here, the good Trump.
Yes, not Donald.
Not the bad one.
Donald not allowed here.
DC's good Trump right over there controlling the boards. Wizard of Oz Trump. 301-288-3100. So Margaret, let's talk about you. First, we're going going to start off with you, and you said that you are from New York, a native of Long Island. So growing up, did you always write your own plays and books and things like that?
No, I didn't. Growing up, I'm a pastor's child, and I grew up, and my grandmother raised me from the time I was like 1 to 9 years old, and I went to stay with my mother. I found out I had dyslexia probably in 5th and 6th grade.
Really?
Where I transposed numbers, and I had a teacher who really, really inspired me and helped me get past that. When I got to middle school, I got left back in 7th grade. So am I really the class of 83 or 84? Who knows? I never go to the reunions anyway.
Right?
But I still love my Hempstead Tigers. And so that was kind of discouraging. So when I got to high school, I dropped out at 16. And I got pregnant at 18. I was an unwed mother. So been there, done that. But to have gone back to school when I was 32, I had 4 kids by that time. I started going to Adelphi University for the paralegal program. I had 2 kids at that time, and a law firm had sponsored me to go to Adelphi University, and it was very difficult to get a babysitter, so I had to drop out. So I went back to school at 32. I went to Strayer University. I wanted to be a part of the associates program, and then the lady said, if you can get here, meaning get your associates, then you can get here and get your bachelor's. So I said, let me get my associates first. Let me feel like I'm accomplishing something, because we start things and then we don't finish. And at 32 to go back to school was kind of hard.
With kids?
Right, with kids. But my ex-husband was very, very helpful during that time, and he encouraged me to go back. And then I had a job at that time where I was administrative assistant, and the people that I was working with, they said, you can do more, and we expect more, and we want to promote you to do more. And so I was amazed, because every time I got a job, somebody mentored me and pulled me up. And so I look forward to mentoring other women and pulling them up just like I was pulled up. Right. And so I got my associates, and I graduated summa cum something. And I was one of those. But I was shocked, because here it is, somebody who had dyslexia, got left back and dropped out of high school, now I'm graduating. So I'm excited. So I went back, and I got my bachelor's. I graduated a year early based on work-life experience. So I didn't have to pay all that extra money. I still got student loans, but I had to pay all the extra money. And I graduated honors and inducted into something. So I'm excited about how God, took something like dyslexia and left back and drop out and became this honor society graduate from college. So that's a real turning point in my life.
Literally.
I'm excited because I have 4 daughters, so I hope that it encourages them and inspires them.
Tell us their name and ages again.
Empowering.
My daughters?
Yeah.
Takesha.
Yes.
I can't tell her age.
Okay, don't say that.
Allowed.
Okay, no. If they're like under a certain age, then
I had them young, so you know.
Okay, so
and I'm not ashamed of my age. I'm 51 and I'm
you
proud
look
of
amazing.
it. Okay,
hey. If only we could look that amazing.
What she meant was she's 21.
Exactly, because the energy that you give us.
Right, because I'm all a little dragon today. I'm like, we
feel old, and you come in, you're like,
no, not 50.
Okay, so
no, not at all.
I have
Yes.
Takesha, Maisha. Maisha's married. She has 3 kids. I have a wonderful son-in-law, Derek, and give a shout out to my son-in-law, my first one, my only one, my favorite one. And then there's Darrell. She's named after her father because she was supposed to be the last one, but God got a sense of humor. I say that all the time. And my lovely Danielle, she's my joy baby. There's like 8 years between the last 2, so God has a sense of humor.
I know what that's like. He did that to my mom 10 years after me and my brother. He's like, here's 2 more kids. I know you feel like a grandma, but there you go,
Yep.
But she was a lot like you. She was 30 going back to school with 4 kids. So it's possible.
It is
possible. I don't think I would have the amount of strength to do that. I mean, I don't have any of those weird kid things yet. Neither do you, for a reason. I can't.
Because not yet. You know what I'm saying? Not yet.
Too much commitment.
You never know
Whenever
what you
it's
can do
time,
until you're
you
in
have
that
to do
situation.
it.
When you have people depending on you to feed them, clothe them,
exactly.
You'll do whatever you gotta do.
You see why I don't have any kids?
And so I did what I had to do to take care of my daughters, and they're grown, successful women. I'm very proud of them.
Yes, I'm just kidding.
And
of
I
course.
have grandchildren. They are like the apple of my eye, and they are amazing. All of my children encourage me and inspire me, and so I'm excited that God gave them to me.
For For sure.
Beautiful.
You did. It is the best thing you've ever done is being a mother, and very proud.
So,
of you.
I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother, and I speak to that in the book, Madison St. Clair and Raising the Standard. If anybody has ever read them, this is Pastor Margaret Bean's side. Okay, this book is self-explanatory. You need to raise your standard, not only in your walk with the Lord. My philosophy is, if you get this relationship here right, then me and Fran can get our relationship right, and then we can take that here. So
you're so
here,
right.
Here, and here.
Yes.
So let's get these relationships right. Raise the standard in your relationship with God, and just relationships as a whole. Then Madison. Okay, life changed dramatically for me in 2012. I got separated. My house was in foreclosure, and I was seeking a divorce. And so the pastor that everybody knew, she's still here, but I was my faith was shaken, because here it is, I'm getting a divorce, but I couldn't do it anymore. There were just certain things that I was going through, and it wasn't healthy, and I needed to be healthy, and he needs to be healthy. And so we're friends, and we do well.
Isn't that crazy how that works out? You do love somebody, and love is just not enough.
It's good that it works
sometimes.
Right. We're good parents. The wife and husband piece, we just needed to do a little bit more work, and we didn't. And so I always give him credit for being a good dad and a great grandfather. And so in my last 4 years, I've been discovering who I am, and Madison St. Clair is a bad chick.
Yes.
Bad. Yes.
So she is like your alter ego.
Yes. And so she's not a pseudonym. She is actually me.
She's
My father was St. Clair, and me and my father's relationship was estranged after I was 4 years old.
Okay.
And so now I claim my name.
Right.
Madison. I love Margaret. My grandmother was Big Margaret. I'm Little Margaret. My grandmother was very instrumental in my walk with the Lord. She was very instrumental in my life. She died in 2015, Christmas Day.
Really?
92 years old. She was a twin. They said she wouldn't make it, but she lived.
So she is in this room,
and she outlived everyone. And so I am excited about Margaret, because Margaret in the Greek means pearl, but Madison, she's a bad.
She's
sister.
fierce. Yes.
And so
we're gonna be like, hey, Maddie, girl. Hey, Maddie.
You have to find your inner Madison, every woman.
You have to find your inner Maddie, honey. And so this book is totally different. This book actually speaks not only to wow, this book is kind of heavy for me at times.
All right, take your time.
Right.
So we talk about Love Still Stands. That's a relationship. It's short stories. So that's a relationship. We talk about Hush, Dirty Little Secrets. And we all worry about the pedophile list that we receive on our emails in your neighborhood. But sometimes the pedophile could be right in your family. So, that uncle or your aunt that's not really your uncle or your aunt. So we speak to that. And, it's whatever goes on in this house stays in this house type thing. It's time to stop all of that.
Absolutely.
Because things happen to us when we're kids, and then we become adults, and we wonder why we don't function properly in our relationships with men and women, because we've been
program
inappropriately touched or molested tainted, or just tainted, or those different things
as a child.
And so I talk to that in here. It's time to stop it. It's time.
Sorry to interrupt you, Mark. Do you feel like we talked about this before? Do you feel like in the Black community that it's more of a hush hush type of thing than any community?
Yes, it is a hush hush more so in the Black community.
It's time to break this cycle and the chains.
The cycle and the silence, because we're messing people up as adults. It's time to get healed. Because what happens to the survivor, I would say, instead of a victim, is that if it's a family member, then there's that distance between the family where the molester is in the room and the survivor is in the room, or the survivor is not in the room, or the molester is not in the room, but then the rest of the family has to make that silent choice. Who do you choose when it comes to family reunion time? And that silent choice says a lot to the survivor, that you choose them. And so that's a difficult place to be in.
It's very profound. Thank you.
And then the other one is just about friendship. And then the poems are dealing with turning points. And the turning points in life are, we are children and we're jumping rope, and we jump out the rope and we look back, we're youth, and where did life go? Where did all the little jump ropes go? And then we become adults and we have to pay bills. My daughters were like, why do we have to pay bills? Everybody screams and holler, I want to be grown up. And now we're grown, we got to pay bills. I tell my children, I said, my mother was still alive, go home, pay all her bills, and be a happy camper.
Yeah, for sure.
And so, and then you get old.
and life passes you by. So right now I'm on a quest to Puerto Rico in March.
Hey,
and
congratulations.
Probably Miami again in July.
That's
so
awesome.
I want to go see things because
sure.
my mother had breast cancer, and Make-A-Wish Foundation was like, you can go anywhere you want. She was too sick to go.
By that time, she was
right.
just too
so
sick.
I want to be able to do all the things that I can do while I'm able to do them.
Absolutely.
And so that's what Turning Points is about. But the silent moments, that's like the real touching part of the book. I talk about my mom. She's sent an email, and she said with her breast cancer, it migrated to her brain. She said that the cure was worse than the disease.
Which is radiation or chemotherapy and all those things, right?
Radiation.
Which I just learned yesterday attacks the body.
It
Yeah,
attacks
it
the good
violently.
cells with
Yeah.
the bad
Ugh.
cells, and so it burns you, and it makes you sick. They have improved a lot with the medicines, but the more aggressive the cancer is, the more aggressive the treatment is. And because hers was so aggressive when it came back, they did aggressive treatments. And so I talk about that day when the doctor tells her that she's gonna die, and I said, doesn't he see this little girl sitting here, because your roles reverse with your parents. You become the
Right.
parent when they're sick, and you have to take them places. On that day, I found out that my mother had vulnerabilities I knew nothing about. You
Right.
know, I have daughters now. They know nothing about certain vulnerabilities that I have. And when the doctors told my mother that she was going to die, she said, not today. She put on her mink coat and walked out the room. She was a classy one. And
Absolutely. We can tell. We can
so
tell.
when she walked out the room, she began to cry. And I had never seen her cry in all of my years. And I realized that she had vulnerabilities.
Right.
And the one thing that she worried about, she wanted to know if she was a good mother. And you're dying, and all you could worry about is were you a good mother. And so it weighs heavy on me that I want to be a good mother, to do the best that I can. And sometimes we fail and we miss it because we do have human frailties and vulnerabilities that our children know nothing about.
Right,
So
right.
I take this time to apologize to my daughters of anything that I haven't done that may have lived up to your expectations, but I'm human, I'm trying, and I'm giving the best that I can give.
That's amazing. Thank you, Margaret.
Yes.
So the next one is about crack. And in Long Island, crack came and took over our little town, and one of my friends came to another one of my friend's house with no shoes on, and he was a well-respected person. And so when I heard that he had no shoes on, crack got hold of me, came to me, and I wrote it, and it's talking about his time with crack, but he's still alive. And so it's good. I also give in here the drug awareness phone number and the website, because I want people to be aware that drugs not only hit older but younger, and color, it doesn't have any respect of person. Drugs,
anybody.
just anybody. And then the HIV/AIDS is very important to me. Family members have had it early in the 80s and passed away.
Right.
And then in 2004, another family member passed away. And then one of my children's godmother, she actually had it as well. And so can I read it now?
Yeah, I mean,
do we need to
but right
take a
before you get into that, and we will take a break in just a
Okay.
few minutes, I definitely want to bring that up and talk about that, because with HIV, it's very different now than it was 25 some years later. And when I was a little kid or younger, probably about in my preteen or whatever, I was living in Florida, and my mother worked with this gentleman. His name was Tyrone. And he was super flamboyant and just fun and awesome. And he ended up having HIV and then just full-blown AIDS.
Okay.
So we watched him kind of come from this amazing person who back then we didn't talk about transgender or drag or whatever.
You just
we
knew there was something
I just knew there was something different about Tyrone, but I loved it because I'm so Diana Ross in a way. I love all that. So me and him got along very well, but obviously he got sicker and sicker and he passed away.
Right.
With that said, both of my parents are Marines, so they're part of the generation don't ask, don't tell.
Right.
And in that era, people just assumed or were taught and given those, were taught by people around them or by the media and whatever, that only people within like a certain lesbian or gay or whatever community could get AIDS. Obviously, we were very misinformed because, I mean, look at, clearly we have a basketball, Magic Johnson and everything.
Right.
But my mom always, at the same time, she's older Marine and older in mentality, she always used to kind of say things against that community because of what happened to her friend Tyrone. So me and my brother just kind of grew up believing in that really ignorant minded mentality of number one, old school Marine, don't ask, don't tell. But number two, which has been abolished, by the way. But number two, also we see with magic and over the course of the years that anybody, there's no racial, there's no age limits. There's babies born with these diseases from their parents, who just use drugs or intravenous needles or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So growing up, I kind of had that mentality. And as I got closer to this year, actually. I mean, I didn't have that mentality all the way up until this year. But this year I did the No Hate campaign, which is very huge when it comes to this era. It's definitely a historical thing. DC, we all got together and all the proceeds went to the Orlando victims and for other causes and HIV causes and AIDS causes and things like that. And I really started to speak out and open up and open my heart and everything to the gay culture and community because I knew that I had this ignorant stigma of them for so many years and kind of perpetuated that without thinking because everybody says something like, oh, that's gay. That's gay. Right. And that's very much, not okay. So with that said, I just want to make an apology because many people do not know that about me. But just my ignorant thinking and ignorant mind of thinking that it was only a homosexual disease for a long time, I still feel guilty about that. Right. So I try now to educate my mother in her 60s and let her know, listen, I'm in a group with a whole bunch of people who not necessarily are living, in the way that you would think that they should live, but we're all, we're all people. And, they're not necessarily walking with any more stigmas, Mom. So let me break the cycle because my sister has a child and I don't want him to feel like the way some people in my family members felt where they couldn't come out as who they were because of this mentality that was flowing throughout of our family. Does that make sense? So I want to make sure that when we come back from just a really quick break of about 2 or 3 minutes, I want you to talk about everything everything that you want to talk about as far as your chapter on HIV and things like that, and then go into whatever else, Margaret Bean, that we will discuss today. And we're going to talk about a play that you got coming up and how we're going to be the stars of it.
Yes, I'm excited. Yes.
Hopefully we get to do something that's completely just so different and amazing
and power packed.
Absolutely.
Life changing.
Yes. This show is changing all
some
of
nerves.
us. Absolutely. Yeah. You definitely come in as a messenger of God, and we've had many of those over the course of these. We've had a rough few months, and so thank you so much for not us together, but separately. We came together. It's like really you've been going through almost the same thing I've been going through.
Yes,
so it's literally it's great to have you here. We're going to take a quick break and come back, and we're going to break down HIV really quickly to those of us who have this ill mentality, and then some other things. And Trump, we got some music. If not, we definitely want to get whatever music that you have. If you want to have your music played on here, or have your brand or your business or anybody promote your book, like Margaret, make sure you're reading. Make sure you're getting turning points, short stories, poems, and silent moments, and also getting raise your standards in your walk with the Lord, also too. So really. You ready?
It's clean, guys. Like on this break.
Please, I told you all last week, clean music only this week.
My music is clean. This song is a motivational song. It's about girl power. You know what I'm saying? Just the things that we've been through and just how progress is, a process. You know what I'm saying? How we're on the way up. There is no cursing in this song.
Hooray!
I told them to just be themselves.
Yes.
They're on their best behavior today.
Song with no cursing. And everybody knows it's not like me because I'm telling how it is.
Deliverance is a process. We all are going through the process.
Exactly. And it's not even like that. We're definitely being who we are normally, but just kind of more respectful.
And we're trying to better, like I said, we're trying to better ourselves too. Right. So it's not like, we're not for the purpose of self-embetterment.
Right.
And it's just, trying to lighten the air.
Because I play edited music because I don't want people to feel like they are being edited. I want people to feel free because I don't play anything top 40. It's always local stuff. Right now we're playing a lot of old school hip hop that originated where you're from because it just makes sense. And exactly.
My music, I like 90s feel.
Exactly.
Anyway.
So
that's
who we are.
From.
So
here we go, guys.
Coming up, I want you to introduce your own music.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the sneak peek because at 8 p.m. tonight we're dropping this gem. This is Higher by Queen. Coming to you live on Rip Radio Network. This is Frantastic Live featuring Queen, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
Take us away, Trump.
We going up. killing season. I'm safe on some ride. Always up on my mental. I'm a cheater. Still on some daily. Now my whole team in the green. Don't give a hell what you say. I keep staying out the way. The sugar on me this way. Not on the collaborate. And in the straight time and day. And I'm ready for the hate. They make us think I'm late. I don't have time to debate. I am a paper to change. Just let me on my speed. So if you elevate, you will put your pain. Already been lost the way. I'm feeling I can't see a scene. Most folks ever say, but my girl say wait. But you know I'll leave away. And from the things that we feel, it's time to pay for the space. For our daughters and children, we going up, and we won't drop. Now the ball rolling, we can't be stopped. This is my time, I'm keeping up. Still on the ride, when it gets rough, take me higher. Take me, take me, take me higher. Take me, take me, take me higher.
Hi.
Hey, hey,
Shout out.
hey.
Congratulations, Queen. 8 o'clock. Welcome back to the Frantastic Live Show on Rip Radio Network.
I love it.
Yay.
Thank you.
We definitely appreciate you. Make sure you get that when it comes out. Make sure you pay attention to the videos because I'm being there doing my
Yes, and
my
the
little
video
thing.
is gonna be dope.
Yes.
So, like, we're
I'm
going.
gonna be in there
And
too.
Margaret's
y'all.
gonna be in there.
Y'all, my
Yes,
vision
I'm
for
gonna
the
be in the
video is
video.
that though. It's
Yes.
a bunch of ladies, you know what I'm saying? I know some little girls from my old dance school, so I'm going to get the little ballerinas.
Oh, that's cute.
And they're going to have a little dance and stuff. So, because it's about women and just
So
being
that's
yourself.
perfect.
And, you know,
Sorry,
level-
Trump. But
you can come to the shoot, but you
come-
can't be in it.
You can't be in it.
what I'm saying?
So yeah, absolutely. I think it's an amazing thing, especially you have all generations of us and everything like that. Because you're just
all different types of
she's
melanin.
a baby. She's still you are a little melanin
27,
baby. She's
yeah.
all 27 years old, and what I was doing at 27 was not even close
to what I'm doing.
So I'm very proud of you. You got your you know you're just an amazing spirit and amazing person, and you're living all your dreams. And when I started living my dreams at 28. So ballroom dance and all those different things that I did, I was around your age. You finally get that. You get your power back.
Yeah.
And I always talk to you about that.
Tell
Don't make
me.
me cry because
Tell
we've been
me.
through a lot. Sitting on the bed in tears and like
we got like
we can do this. And,
for real.
Yeah, I mean,
we was drunk.
we said, "Oh Lord," but we got past
we're
it. We
gonna
got
get
through
past
it.
And
We're
did,
here
though.
now.
We got
So
past it.
we're here with pastor, motivational speaker, author, and just all around amazing person, straight out of Long Island, New York.
What's up, Hempstead?
Hempstead with Margaret P. Bean, and I really appreciate her for being
my
here.
cousins are in West Hempstead, so I got to give a shout out. And then my other family is in Queens. What's up?
Hey, Queens. Loving everything about New York City, loving everything about Queens and the Bronx, where I hung out a lot. And shout out to Big Punisher, who's my number one. Rest in peace. So, Margaret, let's get back to you really quickly. We got a few minutes. So go ahead. Let's talk about that chapter and whatever else you feel
I'm going to read this poem, and it was dedicated to 3 ladies that had HIV over the course of their lives. They eventually passed away from AIDS complicated symptoms, and so I hope you enjoy it. He had it first. No, she gave it to me. The big controversy, nevertheless, it's too late to figure it out. It's no myth, joke, or trick. It's no time to remember the list or doubt. It's here. It's living in me, taking over every cell in me. Can't live a full productive life anymore because you decided to take me with you on this horrible road. HIV, AIDS, and me. I wouldn't wish this on my friend, foe, or enemy. What did I do wrong? What was the problem? What was the reason for this result of being positive, which eventually leads to a negative ending? I hadn't done anything wrong, so I thought. I couldn't see it or detect it or even see a clue that you were infected. HIV, AIDS, and me. Something that I once regarded as so precious was now destroyed for a lack of communication. Oh, which was so void. Oh, you look so fine, and for a moment, our time was so divine. Got up and walked away with a death sentence that I would later find out was more than just mega pills every day, just to function and keep my viral up to par. What works for you didn't work so well for me. My HIV ate me up so bad by the time the AIDS hit me, in a twinkle of a moment I was no longer me. She gave it to me. No, he gave it to you. Bad blood was given to me. A label of homosexuality was pasted on my forehead, and that wasn't true. I was given what was supposed to be an antidote and turned out to be poison that came with a death sentence for me. HIV, AIDS, and me. What was I to do to keep positive? Keep your head up. There are all sorts of new medicines out here, and now people are living longer, healthier lives these days. Heard one speech, you've heard them all. Just take a moment to see what it's like to be me. One bad needle, one crazy night of sex? Oh, bad batch of blood given to me. Please don't feel sorry for me. Please find a cure. No one else has to end up with me. HIV, AIDS, and me.
Wow.
Yes.
And in here, I give suggested resources. HIV stands for human immunodeficiency virus. If left untreated, HIV can lead to the disease AIDS. I give other information where you can visit the website. I would say get checked out. Check out who you're sleeping with. Protect yourself. It's
Go
not
get
just
tested together.
Get
Right.
tested together. It's not just the gay community. It is crossed over into women. Women who get pregnant, children get born
Right.
with it. Sometimes the children don't get born with it, but it's still out here. They're not talking about it as much, but
Right.
it's still here.
And remember, at one time, DC was number one. And
DC was number one. Atlanta now is number one. I
Wow.
looked up some statistical data. The numbers have gone down, but the numbers are still on the rise. And Atlanta is like one of the top areas that has it now.
That's
where
crazy.
The numbers are really sky high. So I would say just protect yourself. I don't have it, but I have had family members who have it. So the poem came to speak to it for them. So we have to wind down, but get yourself checked out.
For sure. Thank you
Yes,
so much for that
definitely.
message. We need that. And I didn't even get enough time with you, and I want 2 hours. So I'm going to make sure I
I
keep.
just have to come back. I just have to come
Yes,
back.
we would
I
love
want
that.
this is the shortest show in my career too that I've ever had. So they're
But it's
testing
okay
me.
because we got 2 hours
but
coming soon.
sooner
Don't
or
even
later.
worry about
Speak
it.
that thing into
2
existence.
hours.
Yes,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Where 2 and 3 are gathered. There's
All
actually
right.
4 of us in the
Absolutely.
building.
That's
So
right.
yeah, don't.
We will definitely have you back, and obviously we want to work with you
I
with
look
anything
forward
that you
to
can do.
it.
Absolutely, so we
Yeah.
can bring so much positivity to this community, especially with women, working with other women,
Yes,
but also
empowering us.
working with women. Working with children, working with people who are have diseases. Anything that is philanthropic, anything that's motivational, anything that puts us together as a community as a whole. That's what we're about.
All right.
Yes.
Margaret, you're an amazing person.
Oh, you all are amazing. Thank you for having me.
Thank
you for coming. Like we never get. It's been the hardest thing in my career was to get women. She's my first female co-host. You know what I mean? Because women always think, well, why does she want me on there? She's probably going to hate. I mean, no, it's here to uplift, empower, and make you feel great about who you are. Because
We're doing all power
Right.
plays, power pushing. We're paying it
Exactly.
forward. We're trying to make progress.
you can
There's
do
no hating.
and be.
We
All
are
love
power
here.
women making power moves,
Exactly.
empowering
Exactly.
each other,
See that?
and we are team win.
Yes. So thank you so much. We really appreciate you so much for tuning in. This was a very, very uplifting, amazing show. This is going in the history books. This show is done and said, and we've had so much going on that I've never done. So we thank you so much. Thank you, Trump.
Yes,
Again,
we love you.
make sure you tune into us every Tuesday at 5 p.m. We are live.
At 5.
Thank you very much. And make sure tonight at 8 p.m.
Spinrilla.
Get
on it.
Higher. Make sure you get this girl up in your iPad. And thank you so much for everybody. Please check me out with Easy Street and the Resurrecting Queens at Stonefish Lounge on Friday. Get your free food, get your autograph, and we'll hug and love
See
you. Thank you
next
so much.
week.
Bye bye.